bringing back in that trading entity so I can show you how to manipulate the report. So bear in mind these are our draft reports, and yes, you can remove your draft reports, or you could duplicate. Duplication is useful if you've got a previously published report and you want to duplicate that using a new year's data set. So maybe it's the following year using the same template for the entity that you built in the previous year. In this case, I'm going to go backwards. I'll go back to 2019, 2020. Okay, so you can see in this case, I'm using a template that's got 4 years worth of columns, and so this is probably not what I need. This has also got notes, and this is a template that's a paid template. So rather than continue with this one, I'm going to remove all my draft reports so there's no confusion as to what I'm working on, and I'll add a new free trading report using the trading template. Of course, as I said, you can change that to read financials or whatever else you prefer it to read. Select the year, and our basics only have 2 comparative years. It's the paid versions that give you the ability to add an endless array of financial years or time frames. You can use this reporting module for other time frames as well, months, quarters, etc. So now that we're in here, let's have a look at how we can do some basic manipulation of this. So you've got the ability to move these reports around. So the sections of the reports can be reordered. As you can see, this is a paid feature, adding more sections. So you really are getting our basic template that you start with. But of course, there's quite a bit of flexibility in this. So let's go through. We'll leave the trading account as it is for the meantime, and let's just have a look at the comprehensive income. So if we've already got a trading account, it's already got all the detail here. There's no need to show in the comprehensive income section this information again. So I'll roll that up. If you don't like the indentations, then you could take the indentations out. The best way to do that is at a global level. So instead of section by section, take it out at the global level. So gear wheel, and just tick, untick. And then what you'll find is that you've taken out your indents. And from here you can go to work making further changes. So no save button. You'll notice there's no save button, no need to save anything. Back to that comprehensive income. We've got a gross profit. You might find that you've got this other revenue section which maybe you don't want all the headings in here. So let's unbundle all these. So you've got this ungroup concept and a group concept. Let's ungroup the concept. So what we're doing is we're taking the line items out of these group areas. And the way the group areas hang together is they hang together based on the chart of accounts that's sitting there in the background. So I'll head over to the chart of accounts, and over here you'll see what I mean. So if I looked in here at our classification, you can see these are headings, these are categories, these are also subcategories, and if you don't like these categories when it comes to the report, then it's simply a case of removing them like I'm showing you now. So you could see we'll unbundle this one. So grants, we don't want the grants category. We don't want the investments category. We're just simply going to have other revenue, right? Now you might say that capital gains is not revenue, and just now I will get round to showing you how you can actually separate out gains and losses so they don't sit within the revenue section if you don't like how that looks. This is all starting to look a little bit neater, a little bit more simple. So what else might we want to do? We might not want these categories, because don't forget these categories have whatever's classified in under the category. The same here for motor vehicle depreciation. Now, if we don't like that and we just simply want to show, we can either unbundle them, or what we could do is we could simply wind up the whole depreciation. So depreciation is a single line item. If you then wanted to have separate notes, then you've got to look at our more advanced reporting module, and that'll show you how to actually, or at least the reporting module training will show you how to create notes for these things. So the notes show in a traditional sense. Human resource costs, you don't like that concept, just simply ungroup. And now you can see you've got quite a nice, simple profit and loss or comprehensive income section. You've got your statement of change in equity, your cash flows. Now with the cash flows module, we're not yet automating all of this. So if you want to use the cash flow module, there's a bit of manual work for you. But if you don't want it, simply remove it. In due course, we will put in more automation so that you will get a full automated cash flow statement. And given that we provide import from QuickBooks and Xero, you'll be able to import those cash flow statements. So that really is the basics of building out your free financial reports. So what will that look like? Now, because I have already through my settings, so I'll head in through settings and show you how you can change your logo. So your logo will reflect. So that's settings and branding. Just import your logo. Then let's head back to the report. And over here with our report, let's see how this looks. And this is a PDF version that we're generating now. So it will take a couple of seconds to generate that report, and you'll see it pop up. You see it's color coded with your logo. It's got the information about your firm, signatories, etc. As I mentioned, the simplification of the comprehensive income schedule, reference back to be read in conjunction with the accountant's compilation report, and your notes to the financials, which of course, if you want, you can drill in here and you could see that you've got quite a bit of capability, even in the free version, to extend. So if you wanted to put in some additional notes, put in a note here for contingent liabilities. You've got the ability to bold it and then put in whatever text you need. This is all in the free version. Now, you saw what the generated report looks like. If there's a depreciation report associated with this entity, it'll attach itself to the end of the report. You can complete these even in the free version, and you can request an e-signature. An e-signature will go to all of the directors in this case, and they will authenticate themselves with their dates of birth.